Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're really happy you're here with us today.
Hi, everyone. My name is Steven.
And I'm Julia. On this channel, we talk about real life, simple life, and we practice simple, everyday English together.
No pressure, no difficult words, just normal conversations you can use in your own life.
Today, we're going to talk about something very familiar, something we all do every single day, our daily routine.
From the moment we open our eyes in the morning to the moment we leave the house.
So let's start with the beginning of the day, the morning. Stephen, what time do you usually wake up in the morning?
Well, I usually wake up at around 7 o'clock on weekdays. Not too early, not too late. It feels like a good time for me.
That's very similar to me. I usually wake up between 6:45 and 7:15. It depends on the day.
When you wake up, do you get out of bed right away?
No, I don't. I stay in bed for a few minutes. I need time to feel awake.
I understand that. I also stay in bed for a little while. My body wakes up slowly.
What do you usually do during that time?
I usually look at my phone. I check the time. Sometimes I read a short message. I know it's not the best habit.
I do that sometimes too. It's very common, but I try not to stay too long in bed.
Yes, if I stay too long, I feel more tired. So after a few minutes, I get up.
What's the first thing you do after you get up?
The first thing I do is make my bed. It's a small thing, but it helps me feel organized.
That's nice. I don't make my bed every morning, but when I do, my room feels calmer.
Exactly. After that, I go straight to the bathroom.
Same here. The bathroom is my next stop. I brush my teeth first.
Me too. Brushing my teeth helps me feel fresh. Then I wash my face.
Do you wash your face with warm water or cold water?
Warm water. Cold water is too strong for me in the morning.
I understand. I use cold water sometimes. It helps me wake up faster.
After washing my face, I take a shower. I don't feel ready for the day without a shower.
I feel the same. I take a shower every morning too. It's part of my routine.
Do you like long showers?
Not really. I prefer short showers, just enough to feel clean and awake.
I usually take a bit longer, especially when the weather is cold.
After I get dressed, I get dressed. I like to wear comfortable clothes in the morning.
Me too. I usually wear jeans and a t-shirt. Simple and easy.
I often wear jeans and a soft top or a sweater. Comfort is important, but I also like to look neat.
That makes sense. Feeling good in your clothes can change your mood.
After I get dressed, I go to the kitchen. That's when I think about breakfast.
Are you hungry in the morning?
Yes, I usually am. I enjoy breakfast.
I'm not always hungry, but I know breakfast is important.
What do you usually have for breakfast?
I usually keep it very simple. Toast, sometimes cereal, and I always drink coffee.
You really like coffee.
Yes, coffee helps me feel ready for the day.
I don't drink coffee. I always drink tea in the morning. It feels calmer for me.
That's interesting. Different drinks for different people.
After breakfast, I clean my cup and plate. I don't like leaving dishes in the sink.
Same here. A clean kitchen helps me start the day better.
And after that, the morning at home is finished.
Yes, that's when the day really begins.
Before we continue, I just want to say this. If you enjoy listening to simple, real English like this, please take a moment to like this video.
And if you want to practice everyday English with us regularly, you can subscribe to the channel. We make new conversations every week.
All right, now let's continue with our day.
So, after the morning at home, it's time to leave the house. Julia, how do you usually go to work?
I usually walk to work. My workplace is not very far from my apartment.
That's nice. How long does it take?
About 10 minutes. It's a short walk, but I really enjoy it.
I understand. Walking to work can be very relaxing.
Yes, it helps me wake up fully, and I can think about my day while I walk.
I don't walk to work. I usually take the bus.
Is the bus stop near your house?
Yes, it's very close. Only about 2 minutes away.
That's convenient. How long is the bus ride?
Around 20 minutes. I usually sit and listen to music.
That sounds nice. Do you ever read on the bus?
Sometimes, but in the morning I prefer music. It helps me feel calm.
I like that. So, what time do you usually start work?
I start work at 9 o'clock. What about you?
Me too. 9 o'clock feels like a good start time.
So, when you arrive at work, what's the first thing you do?
The first thing I do is go to my desk. I put my bag down and turn on my computer.
Do you check your emails right away?
Yes, I do. I usually have many emails in the morning.
I understand. Emails can take a lot of time.
After I check my emails, I start preparing my work for the day.
What does that mean?
It means I look at my schedule, I prepare my notes, and I make sure everything is ready.
That sounds organized.
I try to be. If I prepare well in the morning, the rest of the day feels easier.
That's a good habit. My morning at work is a little different.
Tell me about it.
When I arrive, the first thing I do is open the place. I turn on the lights, I turn on the computer, and I make sure everything is ready.
Do you have many people around you in the morning?
Not really. The morning is usually quiet.
I like quiet mornings.
Me too. When it's quiet, I can focus better.
What do you usually do when it's quiet?
I organize things, I prepare for customers. Sometimes I read for a few minutes.
That sounds peaceful.
It is, but it doesn't stay quiet for long.
I know that feeling. At my workplace, the morning can be busy.
Do you work with other people?
Yes, I work with my colleagues.
Your colleagues are the people you work with, right?
Exactly. They're not my family. They're not my friends from outside work. They're the people I work with every day.
Do you talk with your colleagues in the morning?
Yes, sometimes. We say hello. We talk a little about our plans for the day.
That's nice. I also talk with my colleagues, but my team is small.
Do you like working with them?
Yes, I do. They are friendly. That makes work more enjoyable.
I agree. Good colleagues can change your whole workday.
So, what happens next in your morning?
After preparing, I start my main work. That's when the morning really begins.
Same for me. Once everything is ready, I focus on my tasks.
And before we know it, it's almost time for lunch.
Yes, the morning goes by very fast.
So, after the morning work, the next important part of the day is lunch.
Yes, by that time, I'm usually starting to feel hungry.
Me too. What time do you usually have lunch?
I usually have lunch around 1 o'clock. It feels like the right time for me.
That's the same for me. Around 1 o'clock is perfect.
Where do you usually eat lunch?
Most days I eat lunch at work. Sometimes I bring food from home.
What do you usually bring?
Something simple, rice with vegetables or leftovers from dinner the night before.
That's a good idea. It saves time and money.
Yes, exactly. And I know what I'm eating.
I sometimes bring lunch too, but not every day.
What do you do on the days you don't bring lunch?
Sometimes I go to a small place nearby. I buy a sandwich or a bowl of soup.
That sounds nice. Do you eat alone or with colleagues?
Usually with colleagues. We sit together and talk while we eat.
I like that. Lunch is a good time to relax a little.
Yes, it's a short break in the middle of the day.
After lunch, how do you usually feel?
Honestly, a little sleepy.
Me too. The afternoon can be hard.
Yes, especially if lunch is big.
What do you usually do in the afternoon at work?
I continue with my tasks, but I try to work more slowly and carefully.
That's smart. In the afternoon, I usually check things again and finish what I started in the morning.
Do you take a break in the afternoon?
Sometimes, just a short one. I stand up, stretch, or get some water.
I do that too. A short break helps me focus again.
So the afternoon is not very exciting, but it's an important part of the day.
Yes, it's when we finish our work and prepare for the end of the day.
And before we know it, the workday is almost over. So, after a long day at work, the next part of the day is my favorite, the evening.
I feel the same. The evening is when work is finished and personal time begins.
What time do you usually finish work?
I usually finish around 5 o'clock, sometimes a little earlier, sometimes a little later.
I usually finish at 6, so when I leave work, I'm already thinking about going home.
Me too. When I get home, the first thing I do is change my clothes.
Same here. I don't like staying in work clothes at home.
Exactly. I change into something comfortable right away.
What do you usually wear at home?
Comfortable pants and a soft top. Nothing tight, nothing formal.
That sounds perfect. I usually wear old t-shirts and comfortable pants.
Yes, changing clothes helps my mind relax too.
After changing clothes, the next big question is dinner.
Yes, I usually start thinking about food very quickly.
Do you like cooking dinner?
Most days, yes. Cooking helps me relax after work.
That's nice. I'm not very good at cooking.
What do you usually make?
Very simple things. Pasta, rice, or chicken with vegetables.
That sounds good to me. Simple food is often the best.
Sometimes, when I'm very tired, I don't cook at all. I order food.
I do that sometimes too, maybe once a week.
It's convenient, but I try not to do it too often.
Yes, cooking at home feels healthier.
What time do you usually eat dinner?
Around 7:30, I like to eat slowly.
I eat a little later, around 8 o'clock.
After dinner, I always wash the dishes.
Me too. I can't relax if the kitchen is messy.
Same. A clean kitchen helps me feel calm.
So, after dinner and dishes, it's finally time to relax.
Yes, that's my favorite part of the evening.
What do you like to do to relax?
It depends on the day. Sometimes I watch TV, sometimes I read a book.
I usually watch a series or play games online with friends.
That sounds fun. Do you talk with your friends a lot in the evening?
Yes, it helps me forget about work.
I understand. In the evening, I also like to call my family or send messages to close friends.
That's nice. Do you ever go exercise in the evening?
Sometimes I go for a short walk after dinner.
I do that too. Just a simple walk, nothing intense.
Yes, it helps clear my head.
So the evening is not very busy, but it's very important.
I agree. The evening helps us rest and prepare for the next day.
So after the evening is finished, it's time to get ready for bed.
Yes, this part of the day is very quiet.
What do you usually do before you go to sleep?
My bedtime routine is very simple. First, I brush my teeth.
Me too. Brushing my teeth is always the first step.
After that, I wash my face. It helps me feel clean and relaxed.
Same here. I like to feel fresh before bed.
Do you use your phone before sleeping?
Sometimes, I try not to use it too much. The light makes it harder to sleep.
I understand. I sometimes watch short videos, but I know it's not a good habit.
What do you do instead?
Sometimes I read a book, just a few pages.
That's nice. Reading helps the mind slow down.
Yes. After that, I set my alarm for the next morning.
I do that too. It helps me feel prepared.
What time do you usually go to sleep?
Around 11 o'clock. I feel best when I sleep early.
I usually go to sleep a little later, around midnight.
Do you feel tired in the morning?
Sometimes, yes. Maybe I should sleep earlier.
Maybe. Good sleep is very important.
Yes. And then the day ends.
And the next day begins again. And before we finish, let's take a few minutes to look at some useful words we used while talking about our daily routine.
Yes, these are very common words. You can use them to talk about your own day.
The first word is usually. We used this word many times. Usually means something you do often. It's your normal habit. Not always 100%, but most days. For example, I usually wake up at 7. That means 7 is my normal time.
Another useful phrase is after that.
After that helps us put actions in order. It means next.
For example, I brush my teeth. After that, I take a shower.
We also used the word colleagues.
Colleagues are the people you work with. They are not your family and not your friends outside of work.
For example, my colleagues and I eat lunch together.
Another important word is relax.
Relax means to rest, to feel calm, to stop working.
For example, I relax in the evening by watching TV.
We also used the phrase get dressed.
Get dressed means to put on your clothes.
In the morning, after my shower, I get dressed.
And when you come home, you can say get changed. That means you change into different clothes.
Another word we used a lot is take.
In English, we say take a shower, take a bus, take a break.
It doesn't mean take like picking something up. It's just part of the phrase.
The last word is finish.
Finish means to end something.
For example, I finish work at 6, or I finish dinner.
These words are simple but very powerful.
If you practice them, you can talk about your daily routine very easily.
So now, before we finish, let's take a moment to look back at what we talked about today.
Yes, today we talked about our daily routine from morning to night.
We started with the morning. We talked about waking up, staying in bed for a few minutes, and getting ready for the day.
We talked about brushing our teeth, washing our faces, taking a shower, and getting dressed.
Then we moved on to breakfast. We shared what we usually eat and drink to start the day.
After that, we talked about leaving the house and going to work.
We shared how we get to work, what time we start, and what we do first in the morning at work.
We also talked about our colleagues, the people we work with, and how the morning at work feels.
Then it was time for lunch. We talked about what time we eat, what we like to eat, and how lunch is a short break in the day.
After lunch, we talked about the afternoon. Sometimes it's a little slow. Sometimes we feel sleepy, but it's still an important part of the day.
Then we moved into the evening. We talked about finishing work, going home, changing into comfortable clothes, and having dinner.
We shared how we relax in the evening, watching TV, reading, talking with friends or family, or going for a short walk.
And finally, we talked about our bedtime routine, brushing our teeth again, washing our faces, and getting ready to sleep.
So, as you can see, we didn't talk about anything special.
Yes, we talked about normal life, your life, and that's the important thing. English doesn't have to be complicated. You can practice English by talking about your everyday routine.
Now it's time for our question of the day.
Today's question is, what is your favorite part of the day, and why?
Is it the morning, when everything feels new?
Is it lunchtime, when you can rest and eat?
Is it the evening, when work is finished and you can relax?
There is no right or wrong answer.
You can write a very simple sentence.
For example, my favorite part of the day is the evening because I can relax.
Or, my favorite part is the morning because it is quiet.
Please share your answer in the comments. We read every comment and we really enjoy learning about your life.
And if this conversation helped you feel more comfortable with English, please give this video a like.
And if you want to practice simple everyday English with us, you can subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell for new videos.
We're here to practice together, step by step.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us.
Keep practicing.
Keep it simple.
And we'll see you in the next video.
Goodbye.